Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Jank 2.0, the server where we're building the largest vanilla redstone survival. No, wait, that's not in the right order. The server where we're building the biggest vanilla redstone server where we're building the largest vanilla survival redstone game in Minecraft. Last episode we did a lot of work. We added in all of this stuff here in all three dimensions. The big sorting system that determines the levels in Janks and changes the game based on what players bring in with them. So that's all good, that's all working. But that was a very redstone heavy episode, so I've decided we're going to be doing a lot of building today. Yay, how exciting. Because we've got a few foundations in. We've got the base of our Assassin's Creed level. We've got the base of our Call of Duty level down here. But we're missing quite a few. We're missing, this is our 2D Super Mario level. The end and the nether are basically completely blank at this point. So we still have a lot to build. And there's two levels specifically I want to be working on today. Number one, I want to work on the 2D Super Mario level, because we've got a bit of a design for that in the creative world. So I want to start building the backdrop to the level, and then we're going to go to Nether and we're going to start working on the Skyrim level, because Sturcat is itching to go and start building that. So we need to get the basis in so she can start work on it. And in between the two levels we're also going to be doing a bit of item collecting, but we'll talk about that later. So let's start off with the 2D level. Let's pop back into the creative world to see what we're working with. Oh yeah, don't worry about this. I've been working on some of the puzzles of Jank, so that's something that we'll see in the future. No, this thing here is our 2D level. So what I want to do today is I want to build a background, the part behind the glass. I'm not going to say I'm going to be building the platforms for now. I just want that background in place, and I'm going to build it on 4 different sides of Jank. So first of all, I need to connect some resources. I should have the wool, I have the moss, I need to get some dirt, but I've got a dirt farm. And then we've got, what's that? Is that, oh, that's mud, isn't it? Yeah, we can use the dirt farm to get some mud. Dripstone we'll have to go and mine. I don't think you can actually make a dripstone. And then, yeah, we need to go and get some deep slate. So I've got a bit of mining to do, a bit of resource collecting to do. So I guess let's start off by getting the dirt and the packed mud. Now the good thing is that we do actually have dirt farm and mud farm over there. Yeah, I've got a lot of wheat ready to go. Those villagers have been working away. So let's do a bit of AFKing and yeah, let's see if we can get all the resources. Okay, I've collected some resources. Been AFK here a few hours and I have a whole load of dirt. Here you go, which we're then going to transform into mud over there. But I also had a realization that although we can't get deep slate, we can't craft deep slate, we have to actually go into the mines and mine it. Dripstone we can actually make, because there is a recipe for dripstone, which is using pointer dripstone, which you can farm. So as I'm probably going to be using dripstone in builds in the future in Jank, I may as well build a little farm and just have it running so you can start collecting all the dripstone. And to do that, first things first, I need to actually find some dripstone. Yeah, this doesn't look very dripstoney. I think what we're looking for is azaleas, because underneath azaleas there's the lush biomes, and I think the lush biomes are usually next to the dripstone biomes. Oh, this is cool. This is an area I haven't loaded in before. So we've actually got like the new logs and the new like leaf stuff. And look, and there's new chickens. Oh, okay, there's a lush cave down there. Is there any dripstone is the question. I can't see any dripstone. I'm starting to think that I may be wrong, and actually the two aren't connected as much as I thought. No dripstone in here. Oh, I see some dripstone. I need to get the points and I need to get the block itself. And luckily, because of the mob switch, there's no mobs. Maybe I'll also use this opportunity to collect all the deep slate I need. So there is our dripstone farm, this thing here. Not the quickest, but it's slowly churning away dripstone. And I've even gone ahead and built a concrete converter thing. This is a little concrete farm. I'll leave a link to it in the description. And I even built a squid farm over there for black dye, because we're going to need some of that for the base of our level. And in here, I've got all of the resources that we need. We've got all the deep slate, the dirt, packed mud. Basically, every resource that we're going to need is ready to go. I've got a very basic shape laid out. So let's start constructing and let's do it in a time lapse. Let's go! Excellent, that is the foundations all placed for this level. We even put a base down here, which is just a black base with some lights underneath. And I gotta say, this is looking pretty cool. Just the scale of it is pretty cool, pretty scary. I'm gonna have to fill this in with a level. It's gonna be a lot of fun when we actually get it done. One note that I had was that I'm not sure about these lights. I think we can probably blend them in a bit better by putting some other blocks around them that kind of merge them better with the terrain around them. But I only really thought about it once I made this, and we need to put all of the actual platforms and stuff in. So I think that's something that we're gonna do later on. But yeah, this is great. This feels like a thing. It feels like we've actually got like a level coming along. So we now got this level, the base done. We've got the base of this level. We got the base of this level done. So that's 3 levels, of which we have like the foundations. But I want to do another one today because I'm hoping to get some of my friends to design some parts of these levels. And Sturcat has specifically asked to do the Skyrim level, which is going to be in the Nether, and it's actually going to be this one here. So I want to put in the foundations for this layer, and specifically I want to make the above ground section, because the Skyrim level is going to have both an above ground section and a below ground section. We're going to have some kind of mines where, spoiler alert, maybe some kind of scary big creature is going to live. But above ground, we're going to have a bit of an enchanted forest and the facade of a castle, which is what Sturcat's going to be working on. Now, I need to do a bit of calculations for this because the aforementioned big scary boy has certain requirements that we need to be careful of. But I've got a whole load of dirt. I've got a whole load of torches. So I'm just going to start placing this and we'll see what we end up with. Alrighty, that's another job well done. This is the Skyrim level, or at least the foundations of the Skyrim level. Let's go into FreeCam and have a look around. So this is what this level looks like. It's fairly large. There's an overground section here, which is meant to be a village. These are the foundations for the houses. And then up here on the mountain is where Sturcat's going to build a castle. We're going to have a bit of a mountain going around, kind of cutting the players off so they can't climb out of the map. Over here, where I'm standing, is going to be a lovely wooded fairy forest. And then there's an entrance to a deep down cave that goes all the way down into a secret area where who knows what is going to be happening and who knows what is going to be lurking in here. I mean, I think by now we all know what's lurking down there. But yeah, this should be quite a fun map. I'm looking forward to designing the different parts of it, especially this underground part is going to be pretty fun. We're going to need a few different mechanics to keep, well, I may as well just say it, the warden in certain areas so it doesn't escape. But I think this is going to look so cool. And with this, we've now got 4 foundations done out of 9. I want to lay out all the foundations and then we can start working level by level. So next episode, I'm going to be making our Space Invaders / Pac-Man level here and below. And then all the way down here, we're going to actually start working on our Jank inspired level, as in the first Jank. And then finally we'll move into the end and then we'll start working on the levels over there. Although I'm still not sure what to do for the last level. The theme is glitched. So there's meant to be like a lot of different games and stuff all kind of mashed together. But I've not really thought about what that's going to look like. We're also going to get some other people to help me out to build the Stanley Parables level, and I'll tell you more about that in the next episode as well. And then there's one level left after that, but I can't remember which one it is at this point, but it's in the end. Future Rob here, I have actually just checked, and the level I was forgetting is the Bejeweled level, which is going to take a bit of testing to get right. Now, something that I'm also going to be doing in the next episode is I'm going to start collecting all of the items that I need for Jank, because the player's going to be collecting 100 random weird items which are going to bring with them into Jank to customize their gaming experience. That's where the name Jank kind of comes from. It's kind of a play on the word junk, because you have a shulker box full of junk that you bring in, but that requires me collecting a whole load of items. So what I've been doing also in the background is I've been creating a big Excel spreadsheet which has all the information for the different levels of Jank. It has a collection of all the items that we need. It has a collection of all the puzzles that we're going to be doing. I've been doing a lot of research for new puzzles, and actually I should mention at this point that one big source of inspiration for some of the puzzles in Jank this season is a user by the name of Brosius, who's done a series of maps which are just showcase some incredible Minecraft mechanics. So go and check him out if you want to see where some of the ideas for Jank have been coming from. But all of this is unfortunately going to have to wait until the next episode, because we're kind of out of time for this one. So I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.